Aloha Nui Patriots, it's Shari Raye with the verse of the day. April 16th. And it came to pass in the 480th year, after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the 4th year of Solomon's reign over Israel, in the month Ziph, which is the 2nd month, that he began to build the house of the Lord. As a tabernacle in every aspect of its structure presented Christ in his atoning, mediatorial, and intercessory work. Likewise, the temple did the same, but with one difference. Just as every whit of the tabernacle symbolized the glories attaching to Christ in his first advent, so all the dazzling splendor of the temple prefigured the glories of his second advent. Both buildings were designed by God. Nothing was left to the religious feeling, taste, or imagination of Moses, David, or Solomon. The temple was built of stone, cedar, cypress, olive wood, and gold. The instruments of its service were largely copper. These materials set forth the deity, the precious and sinless humanity, and the strength, the grace, and the governmental power of Christ. As this temple was built without outward noise, meaning there was neither hammer nor axe nor any tool of iron heard in the house, while it was in building, so was Christ, the true temple, prepared of God without observation. In the tabernacle there was a veil between the holy place and the Holy of Holies. However, no veil is mentioned in the temple. The figure here is not that of access to God, as was the tabernacle, but of dwelling with God. There were folding doors which opened, for millennial fellowship will be real and partial. Full fellowship will only be enjoyed in the new heavens and the new earth. The cherubim symbolized judgment. Their wings met over the blood-sprinkled mercy seat and reached to either extremity of the most holy place. In fact, the most holy place was 30 feet wide, 30 feet long, and 30 feet high. The great brazen altar also was 30 feet square, for atonement and glory are one. In other words, as great as the throne of God, of which the Holy of Holies was a type, is the redemption of God, symbolized by the brazen altar. This is the reason the conversation on the Mount of Transfiguration was about the decease of Christ, which he should accomplish at Jerusalem. Atonement, it must ever be understood as the theology of heaven, and the entrance into heaven is gained only by acceptance of the atonement. Otherwise, the Holy Spirit will bar all entrance. The cherubim of gold attached to the mercy seat and made of the same mass of gold looked downward upon the sprinkled blood. The cherubim made of olive wood, which filled the Holy of Holies in the temple, looked outward. This refers to the fact that God's perfect judgments will, in the millennium, be enabled to look out from Calvary upon a kingdom wherein shall dwell righteousness. This now is not possible, for righteousness retreated to heaven when Christ went back to the Father. But Jesus is coming back. He will establish a kingdom which will incorporate the entirety of the world, of which Solomon's temple was a forepicture.